drop.
Hello guys, it's Eternal Hokage. Today's video is a bit different because normally I review one episode every Thursday, but since we got two episodes today, episodes 494 and 495, we're reviewing those two episodes. When I did the episode preview, the video's name was episode 494 preview, but I've changed the name to like 494 and 95 preview. And without further ado, let's move on to the topic of this video. And to be honest, I thought that we were gonna see Naruto's and Hinata's wedding in these two episodes. I was wrong. So basically we're gonna see the wedding at the end of the novel adaptation Konoha Hiden. So yeah, excuse me, because in my preview I talked about, you know, how are we gonna see their wedding and everything, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. So let's talk about episode 494. The episode was very good. You know, it was focused mainly on what's his name, Iruka Sensei. We saw him talking with that little boy. I can't remember his name, doesn't really matter, but you know, he's kind of similar to Naruto. He does all sorts of pranks with his friends. Well, Naruto used to do pranks only by himself because at start of Naruto he didn't have many friends. But yeah, back to my original point, that little guy really reminds me of Naruto. And at one point, Iruka was only comparing his actions to Naruto, and he failed to acknowledge him. And in the end, he apologized to him, and you know, he was offered to do some test or something, because like currently he's a teacher, and he was offered like a higher position, if I can put it like that. But in the end, he refused because he failed as a teacher. Well, that's what he said. And because of the fact that he didn't acknowledge that little boy. The episode was really good. We saw many characters filming their messages to Naruto and Hinata, and in episode 494, at the end it said like 31 more days until the wedding, and I would give this episode an 8.5 out of 10, because that's a pretty decent rating, because as I already said, the episode was really good, and to be honest, I really enjoyed it. Now the next episode 495, it was hilarious. And by the way, if you can't find the episodes, I'm just gonna leave them in the description. Well, by the time this video gets uploaded, you probably all saw the episodes, but just in case, I will leave the links in the description. But as I already said, the episode 495 was really good. It was hilarious. I was laughing throughout the whole episode because the episode was focused on Guy Sensei, Rock Lee, and Tenten. And basically they were trying to find a perfect present for Naruto and Hinata, because, you know, they're having a wedding. And you know, we saw the conversation between Guy and Lee about springtime and youth and everything. Oh my god, it was so fucking hilarious. And you know, and the scenes in which we saw that, you know, when Yamato follows Orochimaru, that was so fucking hilarious. I laughed every time. And you know, the episode, like, this may be controversial, but I'm gonna give it 9.5 out of 10. I know it's a bit silly because the episode wasn't like I don't know how to say it. It was, you know, it was pretty funny. It wasn't serious, but I really enjoyed the episode. And by the way, Tenten looks amazing. In this episode, she looked amazing, I must admit it. But yeah, it doesn't matter. At one point, we also saw Neji in Lee's dreams. I also laughed at that part. It was fucking hilarious. And you know, I'm really sad for the fact that guy can't walk anymore. I mean, we already knew it. It's not like I knew this like when I saw Boruto the movie, and you also knew this. But yeah, even though he can't walk, he still does the exercises. He walks on his arms, and he goes around the village for thousands of times. And yeah, that was also hilarious. And as already said, my rating is 9.5 for this episode. I'm really liking Konoha Hiden so far because, as I mentioned in my episode preview, this is different. We get to see like the daily life of our characters. It's all focused on Naruto's and Hinata's wedding, and that part of the story was never really shown in Naruto Shippuden, like love, relationships, and everything. And in the short like clip we got at the end, we saw that in the next episode, Temari and Shikamaru, like they're gonna come across each other, and they're gonna be shy and everything. And yeah, but that doesn't matter because I'm gonna do a separate video. I'm gonna preview the next episode. So yeah, guys, I'm really liking Konoha Hiden so far. Leave your opinion in the comments down below. Are you excited for Naruto's and Hinata's wedding? Because I really am. That was your boy Eternal Hokage, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.